Hey there, I'm Christina and I'm a teacher of English, and I have been teaching for 2 years. And during this not a big period of time, I understood that there is a global problem in Russia exactly, that people don't speak English. And it's getting more and more widespread. And I decided to make this small podcast, this video about what do I think, what are the reasons that people have such a fear that they don't speak English, and especially if they have enough knowledge to speak but they are afraid of speaking. And I have my herbal tea and I'm going to drink it during this video, and I want you to feel comfy and to feel this cozy home atmosphere. And to be honest, this video is very spontaneous. I mean, I was ready to sleep, I was lying on my couch and I was just scrolling Instagram feed. There are lots of teachers who are trying to tell you that you shouldn't use the usual words, you should use any difficult forms of these words. For example, don't use the word important, you should use the word meaningful, significant, essential, crucial, vital. No, guys. And I understood that such videos are seemed to be a big reason of the fear of speaking. And especially I'm shocked when I see a person who has an extensive vocabulary and he doesn't speak. And it's very disappointing. And unfortunately, these people don't use their skills. And for me, it's a big question, why do you need English? If you don't really practice with natives, with foreigners. Like, in my opinion, speaking to other people from other countries, it's the great benefit of your knowledge. Why don't you practice it? Because of your fears? Yes. And the first question that I want to ask you is, didn't you notice that you try to find any mistakes in anybody's speech? Yeah, it's a very controversial issue because I know that there are lots of people who are subscribed on me and they are always trying to find any mistakes in my speech, and they are trying to text to me on Instagram, on Telegram that, oh, Christina, here you should use another verb or you should use another grammar tense, I don't know, everything you want. But it's a big mistake. The first action that you shouldn't do, don't be focused on mistakes. Because if you are focused on correct speaking, you have lots of fear to make these mistakes. Of course, grammar is a very important point, it's a very important part of learning English, and it's really significant to know grammar tenses, grammar rules, but it doesn't mean that when you're speaking that you should use this rule. It's extremely difficult not to forget the rule when you're speaking. So if you make a mistake, it doesn't mean that you're a bad speaker, no. And I am sure that here you will find any mistakes, but don't do it, please. Pay attention to the point that I'm talking about, not to the mistakes. So firstly, you should understand that you will make mistakes, and that's okay. And it doesn't mean that person who you speak to will not communicate with you just because you are making mistakes. No, it doesn't work. And moreover, foreigners marvel at our knowledge. They feel satisfied when they hear that person from other country speaks his or her language. I had lots of situations in my life when I spoke to a person from another country, and I spoke in English, of course, and he talked, oh my gosh, you're so brilliant at speaking, and that's so pleasant to understand that you are a person from another country and you really know my language. And that's amazing, that's an amazing feeling. He doesn't pay attention to your mistakes. He doesn't want to find any mistakes in your speech. He just wants to understand the main point of your view. So don't try to focus on your mistakes, on your problems with grammar, with vocabulary. Just try to tell the main idea. The person should catch it. And that's the main purpose of speech. Support the person who speaks. It's not really easy. It's a big work. The second point I wanted to discuss is a very significant point: lack of practice. Lots of my students and subscribers consider that to be fluent in speaking, they need to know a lot of words. Of course, vocabulary is a big part of successful speaking, but practice is not less essential part of learning English. I mean, if you learn the words but you don't use them, don't practice in speech, it doesn't make sense. So first thing that you need to do is to accept that you should make your vocabulary active. How to do it? Firstly, you can have a diary. It's a usual notebook where every evening you will write about your day, about your results of the day, and you should make it as a routine. It's like a habit for you to talk about your day. So the main idea is to write in English. It's a very great practice, and moreover you can have a Telegram channel where you can share your thoughts in English, so it will be like a great practice, and moreover you can find any subscribers who will be interested in your routine and in your habits. Secondly, you can make videos, and in my opinion it's the best option for a person who doesn't have an interlocutor, the person to talk to. And to be honest, I use you to practice my speaking skills, and please put a like and support me, subscribe on me, and comment if you have any thoughts to support me and my challenging endeavor. And the last reason for today is that you don't have a person who can really help you with a plan that can lead you to achieve your goal, successful speaking. Find a mentor who will keep you in line so you don't fall out of the process. And by the way, the level of your teacher should motivate you, should inspire you not to stop. To sum up, I want to say that speaking English is a definitely pleasant process, and I really get pleasure understanding that you are maybe a person who is motivated, who is inspired by my level. And I want to share my knowledge with you to make the process of learning English easier. So I want you to subscribe on my channels, on Telegram, on Instagram, on YouTube, to comment and to keep in touch. It's very important for me to feel your feedback. It really motivates me to make more useful videos. I am a teacher of English, and I have lots of students who said to me that I'm a person who showed that English can be interesting and that the process of learning is very amazing. So if you want to attend effective lessons, attend my classes. All the information is below. Sometimes I create groups, I have my speaking clubs, I have individual classes, so find the best option for you. I have a great present for the beginners, so on my Telegram channel you can find the file which is called as 500 words for A1. So this file is very useful for people who want to check their knowledge, who want to learn the most useful words in English. It will be the great start of your process of learning. Thanks for watching. I'm Christina. See you.